That's Rana. So I would like to ask you a question. How to deal with difficulties?
So, first of all, if Almighty has created this world, then why did He create difficulties? Why aren't our life full of ease and comfort, right? That's the first question which comes in our mind. So let me begin with a small story. So once there was a wood which went to a sculptor and said that, can you make me into something really beautiful? So the sculptor agreed and said, yes, of course, I'll make you something into really beautiful. So the sculptor took out his tools and chisels, and he started to chisel down the wood, and he started to reshape the wood. So as soon as he began, the wood started to cry and complain, oh, it's really hurting, please stop right now, I can't bear this pain anymore. So the sculptor stopped and said that if you want to be something beautiful, you have to go through tough times. You have to go through difficult phases, then only you will turn into something really beautiful. So the wood agreed and said that, okay, then carry on, but please, the pain is really unbearable, so please go it day by day and not do it in one go. So the sculptor agreed and he started to begin again. So a few days went, the sculptor finished his work eventually after a few days, and what turned out was that piece of wood was turned out into a beautiful murti or an idol of a deity. So what we learn from this story, exactly the hardships which are given by God, the difficulties which are given by God are the way of God to beautify us, are the way of God to enhance us. They are the way through which we can be a better version of ourselves. We can be best version of ourselves. So that's what difficulties help us. So that's the answer to my question, why we face difficulties. Now my answer to the question is how to deal with these difficulties, or how to overcome these difficulties. So there is a equation from Bhagavad Gita that I would simplify, that is events plus your respondents equals to outcome. So out of these three things, what are in your hand, what are actually controllable? Neither you can't control events, nor you can't control outcomes. But what you can control is, and what is in your hand is response. You can respond to situations. Okay, if a problem is there in front of you, and if you treat that and if you respond to that problem in the way that problem should be responded, then that problem would become a bigger problem. So instead, we would try to respond to that problem in a simplified way, in an easier way, so that problem don't turn into a difficulty. Either it turn into an easy thing. Okay, so I'm giving you 3 points through which you can actually deal with difficulties. First, you have to start accepting that you are in a difficult situation by putting aside your egos. You have to ask help from others. You have to start accepting help from others. If you start accepting help from other people, are really ready to help you in every possible situation. Only thing is you need to do is you have to keep aside your ego, and you have to put a reality check on yourself that yes, I'm stuck in this difficult situation and I have to come out of it somehow. Second thing, don't give up. And third and the foremost thing, and that is most important of all, is that you have to always have a positive mindset. Positive mindset, having a positive outlook towards things in a difficult situation is the major key. Start asking yourself why I'm in this situation, and say empowering words to yourself instead of cursing the situation, instead of cursing in the situation you are in and why you are in. So start saying positive things to yourself, and yes, that's pretty much the motto of how to deal with difficulties. So I'd like to end with a small quote that is actually in Hindi, but आज मुट्ठी में रेत है तो क्या हुआ, मेरा दिन भी आएगा. आज मुट्ठी में रेत है तो क्या हुआ, मेरा दिन भी आएगा. माना अभी रात थोड़ी गहरी है, लेकिन मेरा सवेरा भी आएगा. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this beautiful answer.